How's everybody doing? Church Cat here with another video, and this is going to be a very good video. So basically, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be in the key of E flat minor, and we're going to be doing some more worship warfare chords. And I had gotten a request to do this in E flat minor. So basically, it's going to be kind of similar to what we were doing in D flat, but every key has its own personality. Every key sounds different and brings out a different sound. And so personally, me, I love worship chords in the key of E flat. They just sound different, you know. So let's go through the scale very quickly. So we're going to be in the key of E flat minor, and so that's going to be E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, and E flat. Now, basically, if you're paying attention, you'll know that, or if you know anything a little bit about music theory, you'll know that E flat minor is basically G flat major. So if you already know how to play in G flat, then you already know how to play basically in the minor key. So what we're going to be focusing on here is our movements. So the movement I started off with, right? And all this is we're going from the E flat minor. So we're going E flat minor, D flat major to a B major, right? Back to that D flat minor. D flat major. Back to that E flat minor. But we're going to be pedaling on this E flat down here. So, let's see. We'll start off here on the B. Right. Right. And what I'm doing, I'm mirroring in my left hand, so I'm using my thumb to go from this E flat to this D flat to the B. So, right? While my left hand going from E flat minor, D flat major to B major. And in my right hand, that's going to be G flat, B flat, E flat, right? This is going to be A flat, D flat, F, and this is a sus chord, a B sus chord. That's B, B, or you could call it's an add to chord, but however you want to call it, B, D flat, and G flat. Right? And it sounds really good when you have the strings and pads on, right? Right? And that's how we're gonna kind of start it off. And one thing I had going to, wanted to also mention this, on my top keyboard, I have like this synth pad that I sustain with my foot pedal here, and it holds it down so I can do. So that's how I was doing that, for those of you who wanted to know. So that's the first thing we'll do, right? And you can do any variation of these chords. You can play it here. However you want to play those chords, you can play them, right? But those are just the basic chords. Now, once we get into that, there are some things we can do, so we can run it down. Now, all we're doing, we're playing the same chords in our right hand. We're just going from the E flat to the D flat to the B. And if you'll notice, I'm doing 1 and 5th because G flat is the 5 in B. Right? So that sounds really good with these pads on. And all I'm doing there, that's a G flat major triad, but I'm not playing the middle note. I'm just doing that. So you keep your thumb on the D flat, so D flat, B flat, and just move this finger to the A flat. So let's see. Right? And once again, sounds really good once you put the pads on it. Really good, right? Okay, so that's how you do that. Then we can, so let's kind of go through that. Now that's something different. So what did I do there? So we went down, right? Now what do we do? So remember this movement I showed you guys just a minute ago? Instead of going to the 5, let's go to the 3. Right? And I love doing this because it sounds really good on the pads. So we're going to the 2, right? And all that is, in your left hand, you're just gonna do B flat, and if you can reach it, this D flat is quite the stretch. I'm not gonna lie, but if you can't do that, you can just do octave, right? You can do octave, right? So, and you guys know how I love doing these types of chords. Basically, I'm playing what they call eighths, and you're just gonna do A flat, B. All I did there was same. You just octave B flat in your left hand. You're doing a G flat major add 2, G flat, A flat, D flat to a B major chord. That same lick I showed you, right? that's basically how you do that. Now, there's a few other things we can do because I don't want this video to get too long, but there's a few other things we could do. We could, let's say we're on that, we're still on this chord here. Right? We can go here. Now let's break that down. So we're going from this minor chord and we're going up because we're doing this passing chord to get to the A flat. And this is basically going to be, in your left hand is going to be G, E flat. In your right hand, that's going to be F, B, and E flat. I'm sorry, F, B flat, sorry. F, B flat, and E flat, right? Right? And you basically just kind of take that chord up this way. So you just take your left hand up a half step. Right? In your left hand, you're just going to move these two notes up a half step. But keep that E flat, so. Back to that B major triad. This is just a D flat major chord. Right? So you can do this. So you can do that same wide stretch over the B flat that I showed you, B flat, D flat. Then in your right hand, you can just do G flat, A flat, E flat. Right. And then this is what's really cool about this movement. So what I did was, go to the B. When you go to the D, all I'm doing, so now I'm just doing not octave, I'm doing inversions, but it's basically a D flat major chord. Right? Right? So all that is, you just take a D flat major chord and then you go back to that same in your left hand chord. All you do is you come back down with an E flat major chord. Doesn't matter how you started. You can start off with the root position, E flat major triad, which is E flat, G, B flat. And then go back to that same. It sounds like it's crazy, but it's really not. It's very simple. So let's try that again. So So that's a very simple thing to do. It's not like rocket science. It's just your triads, right? You go up when you get to the 5. You go up with a D flat major triad, and you just go through the inversions. So let's say this is a root position D flat major chord, right? Because D flat is going to be the D flat major chord is D flat, F, and A flat. All you do is you move from here. You just move this note up. So you move D flat up. Whichever's the bottom note, you just move it up. So this is the F. Move it up here. A flat. Move it up here. So there's only really 3 ways you can play a major chord. You can play it root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Those are the only 3 shapes. Well, you just repeat that up the board. So let's say if we start and then you come back down with an E major, right? Or E flat major. And E flat major is the same way. See? E flat major is E flat, G, B flat. You move this note up. Move this note up. Move this note up. So you come down that way. So you can start any way you want. Right? So let me do it again. So now the last thing I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to cut this video because I'm getting kind of long. So you can do a diminished chord. You can do this diminished chord, right? And that is a C diminished, a D diminished, another D diminished, but you move it up, back to that E flat minor. So in your left hand, this is your pedal point. Your pedal point meaning this is what you're holding on to, because you're going to hit the sustain pedal in between these notes. Right? So this is going to be your C diminished, C with your thumb, your right hand, G flat, A, C, E flat, D with your thumb. With this hand, your right hand, you're going to do A flat, B, D, E, and then you're going to bring it up. And you do this inversion. So you basically take this G flat, put it up here, and then you go back to your minor chord, and that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.